Dear people, it's Shirley Young here from Handmade by Shirley. Welcome to my channel. Now I've come on this afternoon and I'm going to be making an accordion fold card. Now this is my original card, which opens up like that, but I didn't like this huge big piece here. I feel that overpowers the whole card. So I've come on again to do a revised version. So you won't have this huge piece, it will just be a narrow strip with a bit of a message on it, just to make that look a bit nicer and sit a bit nicer. So as I say, that was my original card, but I'm going to make the next one slightly, the band in the middle slightly narrower and smaller. So I've got some green cardstock, some white card for stamping on, and I've got some lovely Stampin' Up DSP called Hues of Happiness. So I've cut that out and I'll tell you all the measurements. We're going to do some stamping as well, and then we're going to pop it all together. So the card base, I've used a dark green colour. It measures 11 across the top and 5.5 down the side, and you score that at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5.25 and 7, and then we fold and burnish all these. I've already did it, but we'll just do it again. So fold that back on itself, fold that one there and fold that one in the front, and that is your basis of the accordion fold. So pop that to the side. First of all, actually, we've got this white piece which is going to fit in here, and this would be the part that you put your greeting to, where you're going to give it to, and that measures 3.5 by 5.25. That's just going to go on there. And then I've got, as I say, I've got these pieces of designer series paper from Stampin' Up, and they are from the paper called Hues of Happiness, and it's really a beautiful paper. It's got lots of different designs front and back. That's very pretty. So these are going to be going on these pieces here to fill that up along the way. And then we've got this band that is like the one I was saying on the front of this. I just feel that overpowers it, it's too big. So I've decided to make this a bit smaller, and that is going to fit onto these two pieces there, and that's going to be part of your fold, and then it will fold flat if you're posting it. And then we've got two wee pieces that are going to go either side of that little band there, one in there and one in there. So I'm going to stamp on those, the white pieces, but before I do that, I'll take this away just now. Before I start stamping, I think we'll just put this part together with the designer series paper. So you've got 4 pieces here, and they're all going to go along here. I mean, you could put a piece behind there as well if you wanted to, just to show, but I haven't. What I'm going to actually do is put a strip down the side or along the bottom. So I'll just going to pop these on first. So what you could do, you could, if you've got double-sided patterned paper, you could put some that way, some this way. I'd probably put this side up on this bit. You could put a bit of the back side of this one on here if you wanted to. Then you could pop this on again, and then a back side like that, which is actually quite nice. So I think that's actually what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to use a tape pen because my liquid glue is being rather annoying and it's not coming out of the tube. I need to unblock it somehow, it's got blocked. So I'm just using tape runner. Now tape runner It's very easy and versatile to use, but sometimes if it's your first time crafting type thing, it can be a bit difficult. So just be careful when you're putting it down. Kind of bend your card in the middle so that you're kind of popping it down in the middle first, and you're not actually putting the whole thing down. And once you are happy with where it's gone, just stick it down like so. Now I'm just trying to decide if I will do it this way or if I'll do it a different way, because it's such lovely paper, and I do like to show off, so I think I'll just do it alternate bits, because it's lovely paper and don't want to cover that up. So but you can do it with, you know, as a contrast. The back part could, if it's double-sided, obviously. If it's not, you can't do that, but if it's double-sided, you could. So I'm just trying to decide if that goes that way. So just line it up and just press it down. So we want a piece of this colour, the lighter pink. The florals are just beautiful on this. It's really pretty, and I've seen a lot of people using it various different ways. So let's bring this back now. Just trying to see which way. I suppose it doesn't really matter, but obviously remember to stay, don't go over the score lines, because you need your card to bend. So once you think you know you've got it right, just press that down. As I say, it would be easier with glue because you've got that little bit of wiggle room where you can actually, I think that's slightly too long. So I'm just going to trim this off camera because I think it's a little bit too long there. Let's see, that's a little bit better, I think. Yes, so let's there we go. I'll bring that back into camera shot again. I don't think it would be better that way. Doesn't really matter. We're not matching up, so it really doesn't matter which way you kind of pop it on anyway. There we go. So that's that part done. So we've got that part done. Okay. And then we're going to start doing our stamping. So we'll pop that up there. We'll pop that piece up there, and I've got this mat for doing some of my stamping on, because that just gives it a little bit more pressure when you're stamping down. So I've just noticed that my edges are a bit curled, so just taking your bone folder, you can just flatten that out, make it flat again. Right, so I've got this little stamp set called Lovely You, and I thought I might just do some stamping with that. And I've got some nice colours that will probably match the florals a bit on the paper, the pattern paper. So I'm going to start with this piece. This piece will be the piece that goes on here, and that will be the piece for your message. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping on around the edges and then a wee bit in the middle. So I've got 3 colours: Fresh Freesia, Pear Pizzazz and Flirty Flamingo. And I'm just going to use some of the nice wee stamps here. So I'm just trying to decide what I will do. So I'm just popping them on that piece of card on top, just to see what how I'm going to actually do this, because I want to make it a nice wee kind of arrangement. So I'm just popping these on, and they're slightly off the paper, but that's okay because I don't want to have them So I might put these two together and just stamp them together, but I might do them different colours. So what I might try and do, probably a wrong thing to do, is to put green onto the leaf part here, and a wee bit on the leaf part of the stem, because there's obviously a stem on the floral part as well. And I haven't done this before, so hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't, we can do another one. And then the top part of the floral here, I'm going to put this nice fresh freesia colour. So this is just a different way of perhaps doing it. I haven't said it will work yet, so it might not. We'll just see what happens. Let's just try it anyway. So I'm going to just slightly come off at the corner and then just press that down. And yeah, it did kind of work, but perhaps it's better just doing it separately. So what I'll do is I'll pop this one on, and I'll do the same at that side, but I'll just do it separately because I think it's not quite working the other way. But that's how you get to know if things are going to work, is just trial and error even. So just pop a little bit that. I'm just going to go over this wee one, hopefully, and that's okay. And then what I'm going to do is I've stamped again on that, but I'm going to stamp off onto a scrap piece of paper, and then that will come in lighter. So stamp off first and do it again, and that comes out lighter, if you can just see that there. So that's what's called second generation stamping. You can do third generation stamping and sometimes fourth, just dependent on what you're doing. So I'm going to do the same with this green. I'm just going to do a second generation stamp on this green. I'm going to go up the side, second generation stamp, and I might just do a first generation around here, and then another bit up here, and then second generation, another first generation, second generation, first again up the top, and first again up there. Then we're going to do some more second generations. There we go, and that's fine. And then we're going to use the floral again and do some first, some second, and stamp it up again. We'll do another first there, another first in the corner, which is just basically stamping straight from the stamp, and then we'll do a second one at the top, another second at the top, and that's all the stamping at the moment we're doing. So what I'll do is, as well, I'll add a nice sentiment. So I think, what will I add? There's lots of nice sentiments. What about, let's cheer you up, cherished friend, we'll put on the front parts, and let's cheer you up. So where are we? There we go. Let's cheer you up. It's here. Got a little block, which I think it will fit on. So pop that onto the area that you want to stamp into with your stamp. Make sure it's kind of straight. Get rid of that now, because I don't think I need that. So kind of line it up. Try and keep it straight with the top of the. That looks fine. Pick it up, and then stamp it with one of the colours, any colour you want, and then just do this, let it sit for a few seconds, and there you go. That's your one part stamped. Now you've got these two other wee bits that are going to go on here. So these were 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. So I was going to pop on that cherished friend as well, so it could go on one of those because I think it would fit quite well on one of those. So let's just pop that on there as well, and we can pick that up with this block here, and then we're going to use that soft fresh freesia, I think, for this. Let's press that down, just give it a few seconds. There we go. It's quite pale, but that's okay. And then we're just going to do this other piece a bit floral again. So I'm going to swap around the colours a bit. So I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo now, which is a nice pink colour. And we've got some pinks in that inner, and we're going to keep the Pear Pizzazz just now. So we've got this nice wee floral here. I'm going to use that again. So I'm just going to do the very edge of it. I'm just going to do some around the edge of here, just to fill that up a bit because it's a bit bare looking, isn't it? So just pop that bit on there, and then one more piece, I'll just pop that on. So that's really giving you your own creativity there when you're doing that. And then I think I'll do a different leaf this time. So we've got this leaf, take that off for a minute, and we'll pop this leaf on just here. So we're going to use the Pear Pizzazz again, and we're just going to do a couple of leaves. So first generation, second generation, first generation, second generation. So that's all we've kind of done there. And yes, I think that's all we're going to do in the stamping department. I don't think we'll put, so what have we put? We've put cherished friends, let's cheer you up. We could put also just because on top of that one there. So just because is up here. So if we pop that on there, because we are wanting it to go over, well, I want it to go over the flowers like that. And I'm going to do that in Flirty Flamingo as well. So just pick that up with my block, and I'll just go over Flirty Flamingo, and then try and keep this as straight as possible, and then just go over it, hold it for a few seconds, and then lift that up, and that looks absolutely fine. Great. So I'm just washing my stamps as I go along, because I always like to do that because it just keeps them clean, and so when the next time you go to use them, they're not covered in some kind of ink that you forgot to take off the last time. Oh, sorry. Right, so that's all our stamping done, and now we just need to pop it together like so. Right, so just take this away, this now. So first things first, I'll pop this onto this first. I'm just trying to think how it would go. So you would have this bit here, that bit there. So just because I think, cherished friends, let's cheer you up. Yeah, let's just pop this on that part there. So put that bit on here first. Just a few bits of tape. As I say, wet glue is better because it lasts longer and stays on longer. But at the moment my glue's a bit iffy, so I'm just using tape pens today, but I would normally use my glue. So just pop these on, try and line them up kind of the same, and then there we go. So that's that piece that's going to go on here, and then this piece here that's going to go on this part, and this is going to be your part for your message, whoever you're sending this card to, would go on here. So just pop this on, and remember there should be a nice big border all the way round. Try and keep it straight, and then there we go, just pop that on. So that's that piece on. And then you've got this piece here, which one part's going to go there and the other part's going to go just on here. So the best way to do that is we're going to pop, so that part comes over to there. So if you pop this piece right to the middle part, find what you think is the middle of the card roughly, and then you're going to put this bit down on your card. This is going to be a mountain fold. You're just going to go up to your fold line. You don't want to go over your fold line, and then you're going to keep it still, and you're going to put your glue or your choice of adhesive just inside there. It's not going to go over that, and then you're going to fold this mountain fold down on top of it and give it a burnish, and that's your first piece on. So then you need to then put all the folds down until you're right at the front here, and you're going to adhere that onto there. So you can mark with a pen that you're going to just say you're going to be gluing just to that bit there. You can just do it there at the top, or you can do it in at the back. So you're just going to be gluing to there, so because you don't want glue anywhere else or it will just get a sticky mess. And then just fold that over, burnish it down, use a pencil because I didn't, and now I've got a wee mark there which I really don't want. And that's your accordion fold. And if you, like me, like a little bit of bling on your cards, pop some bling on. So I do like a bit of bling, so I'm just getting my pokey tool here, and I'm just going to add some little diamante type bling. So I'm going to pop one here. Oh, don't know why I'm going to that box when I know I've got these out. Oh, I'm going to put one here. One on here. Come on. It's being temperamental, you know. One down there at the bottom. And I think that's it. I think that's my card. So I think you'll agree it was a lot better than that huge big piece. I think that's far too big. I just think it overpowers the card. I mean, I will use that card, but I'm much more happier with that one. So if you liked what you saw and you want to see more of these videos, it would be wonderful if you could subscribe to this channel, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment to let me know if you like what's being videoed and posted on this channel. And yeah, please subscribe, and every time a video comes on, the bell button will send you a notification to say that I have just uploaded a video. So I hope to see you again soon, and thanks for your support. Bye for now.